By the end of this drawing, I can only hope that you're able to make out what is happening on this page. And I'm going to get roasted in the comment section, aren't I? Well, rightfully so. I mean, I tried my best honestly, but I do look forward to what you all have to say at the end of this video. Anywho, you will see that I've made some corrections since the last video, and I'll show you on the screen here. But the first correction was the paneling. So manga is always read from right to left. For the most part, it always starts at the top right, unless it's a full page illustration or perhaps less than 3 character boxes. And initially I put the blood splatter in panel 2, but then it didn't make much sense to see a thrusting hand, blood splatter, then surprised eyes. I mean, it can work, but for the purpose of the story I wanted to tell, my sequence was more like slicey slicey, bloody bloody, IE, I guess, then reveal the battle. Using my panels, how would you have ordered that sequence? Now my manga panel may not look professional, but I think I did okay given the experience I have so far. And that's really not an excuse, but I did it because I wanted to, of course, practice drawing this manga panel. But my challenge here was inking for the finalizing the page. The reason is that there has to be a balance between black and white on the page, and even gray. Did you know that black, white, and gray are not considered a hue? Pointless? Maybe. But you found out something new today. Hooray for random facts of the day! Anyways, there has to be a balance between these monochromatic colors. So, drawing the hand from Abomination was quite a challenge. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to pull off the motion that mangakas draw from their panels. But then I realized that they don't use just one solid line to form the shape of a fast-moving figure or object. They use multiple small lines around the shape to create the illusion that it is moving fast. However, at the same time, there were so many dark lines that it was initially hard to make out what was in that first panel. So I had to ensure that there was still some white in the background to balance all these dark colors. Another dilemma that I faced was the creation of Esther's eye. I even contemplated just taking the whole panel away, but then that would just be me running away from my problems. And I can't do that. I have to face fears right in the eye. I pretty much had the same expression as she did when drawing on the tablet and drawing my eyes out from extreme focus. The blood splatter was quite easy, honestly. It's just a little splatter. I didn't use any reference, but I've seen some people spill some coffee on a page and then trace around the shape it makes once it's dried out. Who does that? I love coffee. What a waste. I guess it makes your page smell good, I guess. But what gets to me is when they tap on the coffee when it's a puddle and, oh, now you have to go and wash your hands. Ew. Anyways, I will say it's good for helping make those realistic blood splatter effects. But just saying. Don't tell me you're going to try it after this video, are you? Okay. I promise I won't judge you. My motto is do whatever will help you be successful, except anything that involves danger. Alrighty, so at the end of my drawing session, and in case you're wondering, this panel took me about 4 hours to make, give or take. I ran into a few challenges with panel 4, which takes most of the space on the page. Here, I had issues with perspective yet again. Who here has as much trouble with perspective as I have? Press that exploding thumb icon if you do. So, yeah, I tried to redo it and tweak some of it, but ultimately settled because of time constraints and all. I have a strict learning schedule I'm trying to adhere to. And if you're confused on what's going on in this page, which I'm sure you are, Abomination takes a swing in the first panel. Esther's reaction is fearful of the oncoming attack on the second, The blood splatter is from getting cut on her cheek on the 3rd, and lastly, the full view of the fight. Abomination's hand swing is an obvious attack, and the not so obvious attack is Esther's magic projecting chainsaw heading right towards him. So I hope this manga page was interesting and it was readable enough, and I would really like to hear what you might make from this page, or what story you might make from this page. Who do you think would win in this fight? Would it be Esther or would it be Abomination? Why do you think they're fighting? I'm curious as to what lore you might make from them. And well, that's all I have for today. So thanks so much, noobs, for being my first readers. Go and pat yourself on the back and have a great one.